Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is jamiladaura. Thank you for clicking to watch this video. If you're new, welcome, and if you're a returning subscriber, hi. So I'm supposed to actually like face you guys towards the kitchen, but I'm at the kitchen counter, and I am about to start dinner. Today I want to try a recipe from Mansa Queen, and yay, I'm so excited. Actually, I thought about replicating a content from her channel. If you don't know who Mansa Queen is a YouTuber as well. Her channel is about food hacks, recipes. She makes a lot of hearty meals, like home hearty meals that you would eat, and you know that a lot of love have been put into making these food. So today I'm going to be replicating a video of that she put up yesterday. Actually, she made a cabbage stir fry, and I knew I wanted to eat something that had to do with protein, and cabbage stir fry is something that my mom loves to make with potatoes and fish, but I've never had to like really try it with other kinds of protein, and I saw her do it with turkey and all that. But today I'm going to try it, and I'm giving it a twist. I'm going to make mine with chicken. So without much further ado, let's get right into this video. So before I actually continue, another thing I love about Mansa Queen, I don't know how I missed that, is the way she talks. Oh my goodness, her voice is so soothing and so calming. You all tell me how my voice is soothing and calming. I don't like the sound of my voice, but there is something I have for people's voices. Like when I hear another person's voice that is soothing and calming, I just fall in love with it. So whenever you're watching her video, she just takes you into this trance with her voice as she's cooking, and you know, her steps and process. She is very process driven when she is cooking, so you can tell that she develops her flavors, and that is the kind of things that I like. I know a lot of people believe that the most ingredient is what is going to give you the most flavor, but even with the little ingredient, the moment you know how to build flavors and you know how to layer them, and you put in good process, you are going to get very nice meal. It's not all about Maggi and salt and everything. No, that is not. I know there are people like that, but Mansa Queen is not that kind of person. She believes in process a lot and flavor building. So yeah, and that is why I actually love her cooking techniques. And yeah, the clip you guys saw earlier was me marinating the chicken. I did that before I left for work, and it's been sitting there for like in the fridge for, let's give it 7 hours now, or 6. Let's give it 7 hours. It's been sitting in the fridge for 7 hours. Wow, I can't believe it's been 7 hours since I've been out of this house. But I'm going to bring it out now. I'm not going to really start doing all the things I have, like cooking it straight, because one tip I'm going to give when you are using cold marinades is that, yes, when you want to marinate your chicken, or when you want to marinate something, it is good that you leave it in the fridge. Now the problem is when you bring it out to make, do not make it at room temperature, because chances are that as you bring it out of the fridge to get it to room temperature, then you are going to lose a lot of juice of the marinades that you have trapped inside the meat or the protein. So bring it out, let it chill, let it be at chilled temperature, not room temperature, before you start making it. So this is where we are at with the chicken. I marinated it, you guys saw me. So I'm going to just bring it out now and let it chill, because it's cold now. So bring it to just a temperature that is between still being cold and slightly getting to the warm range. So yes, and while I do that, I'm going to she used celery in her this thing and some other ingredients. Like I said, I am only inspired by that to make for dinner today. So guys, I'm already heating up my pan for the chicken. I'm going to start now. This is the chicken here. So I didn't mention that there's this thing I call broken bone chicken. It is a favorite of mine. I call it broken bone. The reason why I call it broken bone is that I tenderize this chicken by breaking every piece of bone in it while it's still holding up, you know. So it's going to make it cook a little bit faster, and it's going to make it fun to eat. So one thing that I normally do before I start is also to toast my paprika. So while the oil is a bit heated up, that is when I add the paprika. It's not going to burn, it is just going to toast a little bit. And my oil is not much, even though my chicken is much. So this is going to cook. By the way, my chicken is raw, as you can see. Yeah, so this is going to like cook. It's going to make stock out of the chicken, and while it makes the stock, it is also going to end up frying that chicken, leaving it very soft. It is called confit chicken, actually, confit style frying. So you can do this for your beef, you can do this for chicken, you can do this for any protein that you have, but you have to do it on low heat, and you have to have that patience to let it do. So you can see my paprika is already toasting up and bubbly, so you don't want it to change color, you don't want it to burn. So yeah, so I'm going to start placing in the chicken now, and yay. So guys, we are getting into that gradual frying stage. As you can see, this is what I'm talking about. We are getting into that, as you can see, we are getting into that gradual frying stage where the meat would start crisping up. And the chicken that I use here is a very lean one. It's the hard chicken used for stewing. This is because in this house we love this kind of chicken. If you have the soft chicken like the ones you get from Publix or from, you know, your regular grocery store, then you wouldn't need all this cooking time. But because I got this, because this is hard chicken just like the one we have back home in Nigeria, it's a lot leaner, very very lean. So there is no much fat in it. But again, with the kind of pot that I'm using to make it, that I'm using to cook right now, it's a non-stick, so it is also like building more moisture into the meat. So guys, the meat is at a stage where I need to start introducing the veggies, and if you can see from the background, you would notice that I have a bowl here. That is the excess oil that I took away from. I hope you guys didn't think I was going to use all that oil for this. I still left a little bit of oil in the pot, which is fine. So now I'm going to add my veggies, and I'm going to start with the cabbage. Whenever you're dealing with veggies, always understand the texture and which one takes longer to soften up or to cook to your desired taste. Then you can decide which goes first. So because I'm using cabbage and onion, I'm going to go in with the cabbage and the onion at the same time, because I want them to have the same texture. The Misa is not a fan of raw onions, so if it's a bit tender, he does not mind. For me, if it was just my own food alone, I would have definitely gone with the raw onion. So Going to give this a good stir, and at this point lower the heat to almost non-existent because your veggies does not need a lot of heat to cook. So I'm going to let the cabbage steam up a little bit, then I'll go in with the tomato. So guys, this is the final result of my take on Mansa Queen's cabbage stir fry. Does this not remind you of Nigeria style suya? Exactly, this was what I had in mind when I saw her make it, and it became an inspiration for me to make dinner today for my family. It's really healthy. We can eat this is like something you can just have in the fridge, bring out warm and eat. It's very convenient. It is also healthy if you're on that healthy journey part. Hers was a little bit more cabbage, maybe because if I chopped it smaller, but I think this is good enough. So if you guys want to see the whole recipe, the breakdown of ingredients for her own version, I'm going to leave a link of her video in my description box. Do go watch it. That's why I didn't talk about my ingredients, my what I use for this. So guys, if you want to get the full recipe of these, go to her channel. The link will be in my description box. Watch, support, subscribe. Give this video a thumbs up, and see you in my next video. Bye and stay blessed.